Up to episode 55 of Lore Hero. How's it going, fellas?
I can't drive 55. You guys love
Nice.
Guitar Hero Live. Guess what? GHTV Reloaded is coming to unmodded consoles. Don't
That's
know
true.
when.
Crazy is that?
That's
Don't
so
know
true.
when, man.
Hold on.
Don't know when.
I'm
I mean,
never
like
gonna
that's
start with that, but I can pull up a tweet. GHTV Reloaded. It's fucking hype, dude. An Xbox One VCR edition, Xbox Series X, unmodded. You can play
bro.
that shit.
I bought a Guitar Hero Live disc just for that. There are some problems though. Getting theoretically my kiosk guitar should be able to work via Retrocool Mods V3, but there's some serious like building problem with GH Live emulation on Sandtroller as a whole right now. I have no idea if that's been solved at this point, but I already talked to Noise. I think Noise got to Sanjay about it. I said Mr. Sandtroller himself. No, I think he got to Sanjay about it. I think there's just a problem with Guitar Hero Live emulation, but we're in no rush just because
this is like
Guitar Hero Live.
because who the fuck cares at this point?
Yeah, nobody uses it.
People are gonna start caring now.
Yes.
You know, like
Maybe.
this is huge, man. Because like, what? It's already 9 years since the game came out. As people's introduction back into the genre, like into the game series in general, and now people are gonna have a reason to dig that back out of the closet again,
Literally.
or get it. You know, like the most useless version is the Xbox One version because like it doesn't work with anything at all.
Yeah, and now it will not be. Kind of.
Basically It's basically a fucking what is it? A coaster. Nice little coaster, the disc, but no longer.
Yeah,
Is it a
it's
coaster?
been a coaster. Where the fuck is mine? Oh, here it is.
Unless you want to play the 42 on disc songs.
Yeah, you want to play Berzerk by Eminem? You won't play it on Fortnite, but you can play.
$50, by the way.
You can
Never
play
on Fortnite, baby.
Yeah, the on disc setlist has Eminem. Fortnite Festival doesn't.
This disc has
Hey.
not been inserted into an Xbox since the GHTV server shut down. There's been no reason to play it.
You bring up an interesting point there, Alec, with the Berzerk performance in that game. I went back and looked at
The lip syncing.
yeah,
singer.
exactly.
You don't.
Have you
he
noticed
goes like
that
this.
have you noticed that he doesn't show his lips?
He doesn't show his lips. He has a
Really?
hood on, and he's going like this, and like you don't see a mouth moving.
He wasn't good enough.
Interesting.
You do see it for like the backup vocalist a little. The backup
like-
vocalist, but not the Eminem wannabe on stage.
Yeah. Not the rapper, you know.
I
Like
thought
this.
that was really Eminem.
That's not actually
Wait.
him?
Wait, he didn't really get booed off stage when you played bad?
What the
Yeah, he'd
frick?
never let that happen. No way.
I thought we were rocking it real.
It's great to
Wrong game.
Oh,
If
shoot.
you go
my
back
bad.
to those negative reactions, one of the signs in the crowd if you play bad during the Eminem set is "disturb my ears."
That's crazy.
I'll never get over those signs, man. I'll never get over them. That's so crazy. Disturb my ears. Who says that? Who writes that on a sign and brings it to a concert in case they play bad?
They had a
That's
lot
not
of
a
fun
thing
with those
people do.
extras,
I
man.
hate
They
it.
had a lot of fun.
I mean, I don't hate it. I love it. It's very funny. But it's like, how'd this get like greenlit and like approved past many people? Nobody else stopped to think like, why would you do this? What's the motivation behind the person
I
that
don't,
brought
I don't
this
think
sign?
anybody was paying attention. I like.
It's
to
like, it's a
GH
video
Live.
game. Shut up. I don't
like
know.
2015 was a weird ass 2015 2016 that was a weird ass time for video games because
yeah.
It was.
That's
It was a
before-
transitionary period.
It was.
it was
yeah.
like right before live service free to play took over everything, so Activision was just doing all that stuff while making people pay a premium price
Well,
for
we
it,
were
too.
also moving. We were moving past like. We were officially moving on from like the modern golden age of gaming too. You know, like
yeah, we're moving on
and-
from 360 and PS3.
like
From
and,
360.
and just in my opinion, like truthfully, like nothing has competed. You know, like these new consoles are great, but it's like for me, the 360 is still like the best gaming experience
Yeah,
I've ever had.
360's king for me.
It was kind of
Yeah.
like the crossroads, right? You know, people wanted to go into like live service and multiplayer only, always online games. You know, that's where we ended up today with
Mhm.
AAA games. But then if you want the indie side, you want all the stuff that a Nintendo enjoyer likes, that type of stuff too, or cozy games, shit like that. Then you have an endless amount of games, and it just got better from for like the last decade. But as far as AAA and what's popular, it's like it was kind of weird, man. And like that's why we got a bunch of weird ass fucking games. We got what was the Call of Duty that came out in 2015? Was that Advanced Warfare?
Well, technically, Advanced Warfare came out 2014, but you played it for most of 2015. Black Ops 3 was the 2015 release.
Okay, so that game's actually goated, right?
Black Ops 3 is great. Love me some
Black Ops 3 is actually goated. Because then, what else came out in 2015? It was Guitar Hero Live. We saw how bastardized the monetization got, and then that's when Activision started like putting all their eggs into that, microtransaction shit. Because then the
Black
year
Ops
after
3 was
that-
egregious with that shit too, by the way.
Yeah, no. I mean, like it did have a bunch of like, dude, Black Ops 2.
It was all
had-
loot boxes.
Black Ops 2 even had like a fucking DLC to pay for more creator classes, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you could buy like 10 more classes for $5 or whatever. But you could buy a camo for $2.
$5.
Dude, can you imagine buying a camo for any of your weapons on Call of Duty for $2 nowadays? Like, that's a steal. Only $2
God.
for a camo?
That is a steal. Like, I'm not even a COD
I can have
fan,
bacon
like,
on
I can
my
understand
gun?
that.
I can have weed leaves on my gun for $2, $2.
It's weird
With
to
the
think
slur.
back. Yeah, it's
That's
weird
crazy.
To
It was
think back
Black
because,
Ops
like,
2. It was Black Ops 2. Look up Black
Create
Ops 2
a
emblems.
logo. Yeah,
Dude,
the emblems.
Remember that Black
The
Ops 4
emblems.
clip that the dude kills somebody with a shotgun
And he
and then
inspected.
Yes.
inspects the weapon every
Yeah.
time?
Yes.
That's why we can never have creator-made emblems ever again,
Nope, we can't
especially
have
on the
ever
nice
guns.
guns.
Never.
We lost privileges.
Yeah,
You know-
deservedly so. I think it's okay. It's okay. This is
Just-
a different era. I can move past it.
Thinking back to like the backlash, when live service like kind of first started, like how do you guys remember the whole like scandal's not the right word, but like when they were releasing the Xbox One, and they were saying like, oh, there's gonna be no more discs and it's always gonna be online, and people like freaked the fuck out.
Digital
Yeah.
only, yeah.
They
In
freaked the fuck
2013.
out, and Microsoft was like, haha, we were just
Well,
kidding.
No,
we
I
were
mean like
kidding.
they didn't say no discs. They said we're making each disc like a license.
Yeah, so you could
Yeah,
still use
like-
games. They wanted
So
to kill
it
the
was
used
like
games
it was
market.
like buying Steam games through
Yeah.
a retailer.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
reselling. No reselling a physical disc.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
No
insane.
sharing a physical disc. That's
yeah,
what,
and thank God that people spoke up about it and that they abandoned. I mean, I'm sure that they want
they
to bring it
fired
back
that
one day.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Mhm.
What was it?
Terrible
Don
idea.
Matrick, I think his name was, the head of Xbox at the time, and then they put in Phil Spencer.
And he's done pretty well.
I know it's fun to dunk on that era of Xbox One because it was bad. It was bad.
It
It deserves to be dunked on.
Yeah.
And then like that E3 keynote, I think it was that donkey video where he just cuts
God.
all the times where it says TV.
Yeah, yeah.
Entertainment. Where's the
He's
games?
like, bro, is this?
Or maybe
a
it was Cropecat.
console?
It was either Cropecat or Donkey.
One
I think it
of
was
them.
Donkey.
Either of those guys.
I think
It wouldn't surprise me if it was either.
Well,
one
yeah,
of those.
because that's the direction they were like, oh, we care about being a multimedia platform now, not so much,
TV,
like, gaming,
TV.
like multimedia first, gaming later, and it was like they lost the plot entirely, and we
That
kind of
was the
crawled our
one.
way back at this point,
The one
it
in their
feels
name
like-
it was the one box that you need. You need nothing
And
else,
it
just your Xbox.
didn't work out.
It's your whole.
They should have called that shit
entertainment
X,
console.
the everything,
Yeah,
the X,
Isn't
the
it
everything
like-
device.
That's just
It was
kind of
right
like
there.
ahead of the times,
right there.
right? Like that's everybody's trying to do that now, like Roblox, Fortnite, the one platform.
Kind
yeah,
of.
like the concept of being like avant-garde in like media, I guess, right? Of
Yeah.
like oh, let's make a metaverse, because like I hate that that's the word that people use, but that's where we're at, right? It's not
Yeah.
like it's not a platform anymore. We have to call it a metaverse, and it's like, why? But yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at right
Buzzwords.
now. Yeah, buzzwords, exactly.
And we
That's
play
fun.
we play one thing in a metaverse every fucking week. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I feel like
Fortnite Festival.
it's really shocking Elon Musk hasn't tried to buy that game console with his obsession with the letter X.
Dude, if Xbox keeps going the way it does, maybe he will. Maybe he can afford
Maybe
it. But
he will, and then
there's
it'll
no-
be X the everything box.
I hate that term, X the everything box. Ugh. I'm gonna erase that from my memory.
It's not
I'm
as
gonna-
bad as like the
apologize.
naming of all the consoles during this whole ordeal. Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One
Xbox
X,
Series.
Xbox Series S, Xbox
we kinda-
Series X.
What are you doing?
I would have been happier with Xbox 720. They should have just made the meme a reality.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Bro,
I don't care.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Xbox
Double
1080.
circle.
It's 4K. It's not even 1080p.
I made a
Xbox
crucial-
Series X.
I made like a crucial mistake when I was making my buyer's guide for guitars and the updated. video because I kept on talking about Xbox One, Xbox One family.
Does this
And yet
work on
that's
Xbox
still-
Series X?
Yes. Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, you mentioned Xbox One a lot, but what about the series? It's like, it's the same console.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
Same
with
thing,
the
but then
nicer-
I
Nicer
can't lose my cool
architecture.
because I can't lose my cool on that because it's like people don't, it's not something that they talk about. It's like, yeah, there's Xbox One games, and then there's Xbox Series games that don't work on the Xbox One. But Xbox One also have Xbox One X and Xbox Series enhancements. Ah!
It's like, where
Not
are
at
you?
all.
What's happening?
What's going
Seriously.
on? At
No,
least
I
there's
got-
PS4 and PS5.
Yeah, like at least
Yeah, that's
Sony
easy.
has
PS4
it like
Pro,
figured out.
PS5,
and PC.
PS5
yeah.
Pro, and then
And the
PC is
Switch.
just like you have to have a good
Yeah,
PC,
PC
to play
works.
these games.
Yeah, I just want the Switch too. That's what I want. It's gonna be backwards compatible. I saw a leak that it's gonna play video games. That's shocking to me.
Whoa.
What the
What?
fuck?
Video games on the Nintendo Switch too.
No, there's
Is that
fucking
Fucking
confirmed?
liar.
There's a Twitter account called Totally Legit Gaming Leaks, and it posts stuff like that. Like the Nintendo Switch 2 will process software.
What? No way!
That's
Is
impressive.
it- is it gonna have a
betting my life
CPU?
savings on that. I'm betting my life savings on it.
Dude,
Run
Polymarket right
software.
now. Let's go. Polymarket.
I'm gonna be
Bet
rich.
the house.
I can buy a couple Switch 2s with the money I win from this bet.
And then I'll scalp them.
Yes, and then I will sell
Yeah.
them to you at a drastically
Hey,
increased price to line
You
my
think-
own
you think-
pocket.
that's gonna- You think that's
money.
gonna happen with the Switch 2? I don't know.
I think the
It
days
might-
of that are kind of over at this point.
I think we're
hope.
past like the production issues that COVID brought. At
Yeah.
This
Look
point.
what happened with the PS5 Pro, right? Where the scalpers aren't able to sell them because
Yeah, they
there's more
couldn't sell
supply
them
than
because-
demand.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. Nobody wants that
There's
shit
no-
anyways.
There's no demand for it. It's like I have my PS5 right here. I'm not gonna get rid of this.
They
It's
released
nice-
that shit. They released that shit way too early, in my opinion.
I don't know
It's been
about
4
way
years.
too. I don't know about way too early. It's been 4 years,
no.
bro. It
There's
was
just
4 years.
there's no games.
What game
It
are you
was-
playing on it?
That's kind of what I mean, though. That there's no game, so
Astrobot?
why release it?
It's
Like,
a
why
meme, but
release it?
seriously, what's the
Yeah.
point? Where are the PS5 Pro enhanced games? Well, that's gonna be like,
Bro,
oh, that makes a big
if-
difference. I should get it for that. It's like, dude,
If
you're already
I was
running at
gonna
like
buy
4K,
a PS5
60.
Pro, if I was gonna buy one, it would be to play Festival on a machine
Yeah,
that
that's
didn't
it.
skip.
Yeah, and
Isn't
it's
that why
gonna
you
run
did
the
it, Jake?
exact same as a PS5.
Yes.
It's gonna be the exact same, and that's all I really play on my PS5 right now. I really even
I
play
just
my
play
PS5,
Fortnite.
but I have one. I mostly play
Yeah.
on Xbox, but now I'm gonna switch over to PS5. I think whenever I
You know, I'm
reprogram
the other
to
way
a-
around. I've
to
been playing
keyboard.
on Xbox. I've been playing on
Really?
Xbox over PS5. No particular reason, I don't think.
Yeah,
I think
no
it's
real
just-
particular reason. The games run pretty much the same, but I feel like it could be placebo. But like PS5 feels ever so slightly smoother.
Yeah.
I think both games feel pretty smooth, or both systems feel smooth now.
They do. When you're running at
Festival.
120 FPS, it does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
How do
made
you
it.
guys
They made it
about
feel a lot
PC,
better.
though?
I still
I
don't
don't
really play on
stream
PC.
I don't stream PC, but I do play on PC, and it is still smooth. It's still smooth. Don't get me wrong. It's just once you start adding streaming into the mix, it's like
Hiccups,
right.
right?
It's like
It's like-
hiccups.
yeah, okay.
It's stopping. It's just not a good time because my PC is old.
It's just
So-
a way more
I feel like
consistent
I'm in the
experience
same
on a
boat.
console. Yeah.
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 I still haven't built my new
frustrating.
PC yet, but I'm looking to do that this week because I was just waiting on my CPU.
You should do a
cooler.
stream of it, bro.
You got.
I
You
was,
got to
I was
put
thinking
a.
about it.
You
You know what you got to do? You got to get a GoPro and just like put it on your head and be like, "All right, guys, let's build
Oh,
the PC."
dude.
Builder
That's-
view.
You
Yeah.
know what? This is a good pivot. Olivia went to the thrift store while I was streaming in the morning at some point. She found a GoPro in a box.
That's crazy.
With a head mount too. It was $30.
It came with a head mount even. I didn't know that.
Came with a head
Head
mount.
mount.
$30 is such a good
$30.
deal.
It said GoPro head mount, and I was like, "Is there anything else in there?" And she's like, "Oh, it says like new GoPro inside." And then I was like, "How much is it?" She's like, $30. I'm like, "Fuck it, get it, fuck it."
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Why
sure, why
not?
not? $30
Inside
who
is a
cares?
GoPro Hero 5 with 2 extra batteries.
Hell yeah.
As
Worth
well,
it
with
right
a
there.
and a fucking head mount for it too. And the
Those
picture
videos,
looks good.
POV that you've been
picture looked
doing.
really good. Exactly.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see that stuff.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
multi
awesome.
POV now.
Yeah, I was gonna
Dude,
say I can have a head
you
mount
could.
and
No,
And
you know,
like a-
you know what you could
You should
do.
do a
You
wrist
could do
mount.
like the
It's like moving with the stick.
holy shit.
you could set OBS up to do like the advanced scene switcher shit that I was doing, and you can switch between both.
Yeah, like wirelessly stream the video feed to the
Yeah, and
My
then you
OBS?
just but then the only annoyance is that you have to you're gonna have to delay everything else to sync up with the wireless feed from your phone. It's not that bad though. Like I did it. It's not bad.
Let's see what
It's annoying
happens.
as hell to do it first,
to see.
but once it's done, it's done.
Video Ninjas
Yeah.
would go to the app. Yeah, it's funny that they had us use that for the CSE tournament for like getting our cameras. I didn't know you could do that with Video
Video
Ninja.
Ninja or whatever.
Yeah.
What is it? Video dot.
Oh, yeah,
is it
yeah, that
Ninja
is
or
what I
Ninja?
had.
Ninja.
They've been using
Yeah.
that for a while now. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it worked really well. I was surprised.
Yeah, that's what they've been
Hmm.
using for years. Me and Jason did that last time we casted at CSC tournament too.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Very, very nice indeed.
Oh, I was
Um,
saying I haven't built my PC yet because I was waiting on the cooler, the CPU cooler. Still hasn't shipped. I guess it's back ordered on Amazon. So I just bought like a cheap ass like $15 air cooler. I'm gonna use that. I'm just gonna throw that on there until while
Temporarily.
I'm waiting, just so I can get my shit installed, download all my shit, so it's just ready to go. I can just like swap out the old one, put the new one in without any sort of like delay. You know, I don't have to sit here and download all my shit and get everything ready. Theoretically, I want to just be able to just plug the new one in, and it's ready to go. So I that's why I bought that other air cooler, so I can just go do that on my, out there in the living room on the TV or whatever on a separate monitor, just so I can get that shit done while waiting for the final product to come. I'm not gonna play any games on it yet until I have my actual cooler, but yeah, we're talking about scalping too, and it got me thinking. That's right, this 9800 X3D I just bought is getting scalped big time. If you didn't buy one of
really?
these things from an actual retailer, good luck finding one now because people are trying to sell this shit for $700 instead of $480 at retail.
What is it called again?
9800 X3D. It's a AMD Ryzen 7 CPU or something like that. I don't know. It's been a week or two now since it released. Maybe there's some in stock now. Maybe not. I'm guessing.
I was gonna
not.
check on Micro Center. Yeah,
That'd be a
they're
good place
they're
to get it on Micro Center because you can get.
They're all sold out.
Bundle deals.
They're all sold
yeah,
out locally. Yeah.
Yeah, sold out on Amazon too. But I see like the first price is $644.99, so it's almost $200 more. Yeah, scalpers.
That
Newegg?
sucks.
Nope, out of stock. Newegg. Yeah, I'm glad I stayed up all night to order it because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get it. And I'd be waiting on that too.
Yeah,
Regardless.
when I eventually I wanna just replace my PC outright eventually and start using this PC like as an encoding PC in the future. I'd probably just go to Micro Center and have them build a PC for me at this point because it's only 25 minutes away from me. You know?
That's not bad.
I gotta
Yeah.
buy a pre-build or something, man. I gotta figure it out.
That's where I'm leaning.
I really do not want to build. I'm tired of building.
That's
Building
fun.
sucks.
It's like
That's
putting
why I go to
together
Micro Center,
Legos
because
it's
they
so
just
cool.
do it.
You know what
It's
else
fun
is
till
fun?
you
Putting
end up
together
fucking
Legos.
something
Putting
up.
together fucking Legos.
I've never fucked
Yes.
something up, so I can't say. I can't say.
Hey, you know
I
what I've been
have got
playing?
shipped a defective
Knock on
motherboard though
wood.
once, and that
Yeah,
was
knock
shitty.
on
That
wood.
sucked.
Yeah, knock
was
on
this
wood.
wood?
Honestly, listen, I've always been a big. I swear by building.
I didn't
and stuff,
knock.
But
There, I knocked.
once like 3-4
Just be
years
safe.
comes around and stuff becomes unavoidable, it's just like fuck. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to do it. So, I think in the future, when I do decide to upgrade, it's gonna be some just like mid-tier type beat, and then just
Well,
use this thing for
modern
encoding.
mid tier is better than what you have right now, which is fucked.
Just about,
You know?
just
Yeah.
about. It's
Yeah.
gonna be just about the same, like probably.
Well, it'll
a bit
outlast
better.
because it's newer as well.
You have a
Yeah.
2080 right now, right?
If I have a 2080 Ti with an i9 9900K,
Yep, that's
like
exactly
30.
what I have.
I think
32.
like I think like a 4060
Yeah,
is
see?
like either equivalent or better than what you have, and that's like
It
a
is.
Yeah,
$3
just
card
about.
at this
It's
point.
pretty close.
Yeah, and like I'm a generation behind that. I've got
Yeah,
a 1080
1080
Ti. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So I'm way in the
Yeah.
past at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you can even just
Olivia
go buy a
needed an
4060
upgrade.
and you probably have a solid upgrade. That's like $350,
Mhm.
maybe.
I,
You know,
just,
Oli-
I don't trust my
Oli-
motherboard.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
it's getting
too.
older.
If I want to get I would want to get a graphics card, but also like my motherboard and my CPU is kind of on its last legs. It's kind of been doing a lot for the last 6 years.
My i9 9900K is starting to show its age, unfortunately. But
See,
it
that's
lasted a long time.
That's crazy because you've only had it
crazy.
for 2-3 years.
Well, it's just like it's not a problem for gaming. It's a problem for multitasking more than anything.
You see, that's
That's the
insane
problem.
too. So there's got to be a problem there, but I don't
mean,
know.
there might be. I think I need to do like a fresh Windows install and start fresh and shit.
That
Because
I
like
think you
my,
do need to. Every time I moved to Windows 11 and it felt like this thing has been felt newer.
Yeah,
than
I
it
think
has.
I think I do have to move to Windows 11 at this
Try
point.
just
to be
try that
honest.
before you pull the trigger
Yeah.
on everything. Like, cause I've
Well,
maybe
I'm gonna wait
Oh.
until like I can't afford that shit right now. I want to wait until like I'm selling more stuff like the strum bars and stuff, and I have maybe more income before I even consider that. Because I also want to get new pedals before I get anything else like cymbals and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was talking to Armchair some, and he linked me these pearls that he uses. The P932 longboards. Have you ever seen these, Alec?
Oh, bro, man, don't talk to me about drum shit, bro. 'Cause then I'm
No,
gonna go
look at
down
this.
a deep rabbit hole, and then I'm not gonna get out.
So
I spent like $500 on shit for my drum set.
I know that's
in
gonna be
September.
me. That's
Don't
gonna
fucking
be me.
come to me with drum stuff, man. I'm
Bro,
serious.
they're longboards and they're single chain, but he said they're fast
Don't.
as fuck.
I believe it. Dad,
Yeah.
no, I can't look at this, bro.
You're gonna
Because
make him
I
so
can-
happy, dude.
Because
don't.
I have credit. I have credit, but I'm not gonna use it.
They're affordable though. Don't.
That
I'm
shit-
not
That is
saying
very
that.
affordable.
This shit
That's
is
says
very
unbelievably
aircraft
affordable.
quality aluminum drive shaft.
Oh yeah, dude. Pearl makes good shit. Like,
Aircraft
Pearl
quality.
makes very
They're
good
just
shit.
stoking the fire, Alec. They're just stoking it, man.
Hey,
Longboard
look,
playing
I'm
surface.
fine, man.
Hey,
Wow.
you have
Systems
direct,
free
you have
football with
direct
ample
drive
room for
Gibraltar
quick single
pedals,
and
bro.
double strokes.
Don't you like your pedals? I thought you liked them.
Yeah, no, it's the thing is, it's like I have so many parts of other from my other drum sets. I could just build another one right now.
Yeah.
I just do
Yeah.
it, and I can just have it. Just have
Pull
it,
out
you
the
know what I
Mike Portnoy, multiple drum kits, just switch mid
mean?
performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
Just
you
swivel
could,
around.
you could have
know?
Rosie sitting next to you, just drumming along with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to have two of them.
Oh,
You can give
And
her
then
drum lessons.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
That'd be
That'd actually
very
be sick. I'm not gonna. That
that'd
would
be
actually
so much
sick, I'm
fun.
not gonna lie. Yeah.
oh.
It's
But,
You could
uh,
actually
yeah.
be one of those little girls that goes on America's Got Talent, like when they're
Right.
really young,
Oh my
playing
God,
like a
imagine.
guitar or a drum set or whatever.
right. Yeah,
That would be sick.
that'd be cool.
Speaking of drums, Drummers Monthly did their amateur bracket the other day.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked really cool. I really liked the setup that they had. That they allowed the players to like have like their playing POV as the webcam for like their gameplay and stuff. It was a
So
really cool
cool.
setup.
I haven't been able to catch any of that, and they rated me afterwards. And I
Yes, they did.
I got to say thank you because as somebody who loves the competitive scene and am just now finally getting the chance to really dive more into drums, bruh, I love the idea of drum events because hey, back in the actual like Guitar Hero and Rock Band days, we never saw official drum tournaments. It's never
Got
been a
the
thing.
love it deserved.
Never.
Closest
So
we got was that what was it? I think it was Freak versus Andy on the Tool songs. You remember?
yeah. But
Oh,
that's,
yeah?
like,
Remember those
it.
those old Score Hero videos?
Is that pre-release? That was like in September
Pre-release?
before the game even
Oh
released.
shit! Really?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all on Toy Machine's channel.
Yeah, you
that's
can
a
watch 'em
long
play.
ass time ago.
You can watch them play Vicarious.
But we never saw
Toy
tournaments. We never saw
Machine.
like a WCG or something like that. We never saw two people on stage with drum kits like battling it out with each other. That didn't
Yeah, they're
happen.
they're
Here
doing
it is.
really they're doing really cool things in that server. They really are.
Yeah. It's just it makes my heart warm to know that like there still could be an option.
Oh,
like,
nice.
hey,
shout out
it's
to
a
Freak,
potential
bro.
future. Potential future if we ever got it
Yes.
like pro drums and festival. But that's another subject entirely because that feels like a long way away at this point. As much as being speculating.
I remember watching this and I was like, no fucking way, dude.
This is crazy.
This is so
This
cool.
is a surreal video.
Yeah, so look at the date, September 18th, 2008. This is over a month before the game
month?
officially released.
So this is like the
Wild.
most official like footage online of the game this early, and so
Dude,
Yes.
I can
everyone
tell.
was just like, oh my god.
I can tell that the pedal is giving them a really hard time.
Oh,
in
they're on a dev
particular.
kit. Go to 342. It's a 360 dev kit. They're probably playing on like a debug build right now.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, no,
definitely.
you can see the fat fucking thing on top.
Oh,
The
wow.
probably gives them-
sidecar.
Yes.
This is such
oh
a
my
time
god.
capsule.
Was that gives you like more RAM or something?
Oh, dude.
I think so.
The
Yeah,
start,
it doubles
dude,
the RAM.
The Star Power podcast logo fades in on the left for a couple of seconds at like 340. Like 340. Yeah. 340, 342. It fades in.
Oh, it does. Yeah, at the very bottom.
That's so sick.
Throwback.
That's awesome.
Yeah, probably the watermark to stop places like DIGG, DIGG.
Oh my god.
dude.
DIGG. You
Dig.
guys remember DIGG? It was Reddit before Reddit.
Yeah.
Oh, Dig
was
is
never
still
on
around.
Dig.
God damn, and it just
I don't
looks
think
like
anybody
fucking.
uses it, but it's still up.
It just looks like MSN
DIGG.com.
front page now. It doesn't even
Wow.
look how it used to.
Yeah, no. This is
You know what?
just-
Technically, if you go to the news, side, and it kind of looks like the way that Dig used to look. Look at the dig.com/news.
Sure.
Dig.
It's getting people sick. 2 dead, 10 injured in New Orleans shootings.
That's crazy.
Trump picks Brendan Carr to lead Federal Communications Commission.
No idea who
Biden
that
authorizes
is.
Ukraine for U.S.-supplied longer-range missiles for deeper strikes inside Russia. Pete Hegseth,
That's,
Trump's pick for defense secretary, was investigated for sexual assault in 2017.
What?
First,
Yeah?
say bear damage. I saw the bear damage. You guys see about this bear damage? Somebody
The
dressed
fuck are
up
you
in a
talking
bear
about,
suit.
damage?
Yeah, somebody
what?
dressed up. Somebody dressed up in a bear suit, and went and damaged their car to do an insurance fraud. But the video was not convincing. Like it was like a security camera footage. It was like, yeah, that's just a man in a bear suit. It's like, no, if it was a still image, maybe you could get away with it. But no, and also I'm pretty sure they used like kitchen claws. Like claws that you use for like shredding meat to like make the bear scratches, and they're like all like equidistant from each other, and it was not like what a bear scratch would look like. I guess if you ever seen a picture of what a bear can do to a car, like, and they get into it, that thing is mauled, that thing is shredded to pieces, like the entire thing is like unrecoverable. There's just like, let's just scratch the seat a little bit. Ooh, let's just scratch the dash a little bit. It was just like
You
super
should have
minor
taken notes
stuff.
from the guy who paid $15,000 to look like a dog.
What the
That's
fuck
rough.
is this?
That's a guy.
Shut the fuck up.
No, that's a guy. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, is this Japanese dude that just spent like 2 million yen to become a dog?
This
Live
is
as a
every
dog.
furry's final like
See,
destination.
I don't know. Like,
This is where they want to be.
Oh, bro, his nickname is Good Boy.
I bet it is. I bet he is.
Here's
Yeah,
here's
he's the
video.
best of boys,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's
There's
a
a
realistic
video?
dog suit. The realistic dog
That's a
suit.
man.
That is crazy. That's a dude.
That's a
I like
dude.
the parentheses. I want to be an animal.
That is, dude. That is.
That's his channel name. I want to be an animal.
I think
Oh,
it's
At
man.
least
just
he's
so.
honest about it.
It's crazy how much it just looks like a real ass dog. You know
Not
what
the
I mean?
movements though. This looks like an animatronic. You'd
It
see
looks like
Chuck E.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like an
It totally
animatronic.
looks like an
Yeah, yeah.
animatronic,
it
yeah.
looks like it could be in Disney's Hall of Presidents.
It does.
Yeah.
I will say, very good quality suit that this fella got made, but
Yeah.
you got to work
Bro,
on
the
the
way
movements,
he
bro.
falls over. No, man.
This looks like an Xbox 360 era animations for a dog
In real time.
in real time. This is like when he's moving his mouth at 1 minute and 8 seconds. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't
okay.
like that. That's crazy.
This is weird
Okay.
shit. I hope he's okay
Wow.
mentally.
This
Yeah,
is the
same.
state of festival right now that we're looking at a guy in this realistic dog suit instead of talking anything plastic guitar.
The
I
Snoop
just
Dogg,
need y'all to
baby.
know
Get
that.
Snoop Dogg.
A Fortnite festival.
Snoop Dogg. When they said the dog was going to save us this season, I didn't think that's
He's
what they
talking about
meant.
this guy. He's talking about that dog.
He's literally got that dog in him.
He's got that
For
dog
real.
on him.
Yeah,
Out
Wait,
of him.
pause.
he is the dog.
You know who had the dog in him? Chris
You're
Body.
the man
when he has
now,
he
dog.
has colors.
Chris Body did FC
Yeah, he
colors.
did.
Oh, that's the man now.
Whole
Shit's
album,
crazy.
Drums, Colors FC,
Wild.
Chris Body.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Big
For-
Body.
Big buddy.
Body absolutely
You know,
goated.
it's not gonna be anytime soon that there's something that dethrones this as a drum FC, let alone an FC in Clone Hero.
This video is an hour
Uh,
and 7 minutes long. Most of it
I'm
is
saying-
the song. Is the album? I was gonna say song, but it's an album.
I'm saying like full on FC on Clone Hero, all instruments together. This is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen.
It's stupid. Like I mean, okay, for anybody who's not played or listened to this album, one of these songs being FC'd is an accomplishment.
For sure.
Doing all of them back
In one
to
go.
back.
The hardest
Yeah.
song in the album is the final song in the album.
Yes.
White Walls is the hardest song on the album, and this motherfucker had to
31,000
do
notes,
it.
by the way.
Yeah, 31,000 notes.
31,000 note
And
streak.
oh, are you sorry. You're
Yeah,
saying
final note
31,000
streak.
note streak for the whole thing. I'm saying
White Wall starts
Walls,
probably like 27,000, 26,000 ish.
24,000 notes in is White Walls, the hardest fucking song in that album on drums. Like, I don't think people are gonna realize for a long time. Well, I don't know. Maybe people will realize sooner than I think. I hope I'm wrong, but this is like...
This is genuinely fucked up.
This is genuinely
really is.
fucked up. Nobody should be able to do this.
This is MVP shit. Like, straight up MVP of drumming entirely as a category.
If we're talking just like straight up songs, like we're talking the same game that houses FCs like Prevail and like Supernovae and like all the Solus songs like Solus 6, Solus 5 and like fucking even Constellation, man. I feel like this even beats out something like that.
This is definitely up there.
Like, while Constellation was fucking mad on guitar, it's like we're talking Clone Hero accomplishment. This should not be a thing. Colors
No.
being FC'd on drums.
It's so hard to compare guitar versus drums accomplishments. They're just two different things, but like
They're so different.
Hey, we're talking like the same game, you know, because like, you know, people talk to me all the time. It's like, what's the best Clone Hero FC? It's like, we talking all instruments? We talking just guitar? Because like, the conversation can go in many different directions. You know what I mean? I think, you know, when people sit down and they FC really, really long songs, I think that in of itself is super fucked up.
Because it shows, like...
It shows your consistency.
Yes.
I think consistency is, like, the biggest thing. You know, like, you can have the speed, you can have the dexterity, but, like, the consistency is really where it matters, in my opinion.
I think of someone like a Brad Master, right? Like, how many full album FCs? Like,
Yeah, and Geo.
unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
Geo FC,
Like,
Guitar Hero 1.
the entirety of Guitar Hero 1 on Clone Hero, man.
That's crazy.
Like,
In
granted,
one
the
chart.
charts
in one chart.
they're not
Sorry,
that
sorry.
difficult. but yeah.
Let's be clear here. It's Guitar Hero 1 all in one chart.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to play it
The
through
No
GH1
breaks.
endless
3
set
hours.
list.
No breaks except for, I guess, the breaks between the songs that do have breaks in the end and the beginning. I don't know.
Intro, yeah.
The intro. I guess you have a breather
really
around
nothing
when
much.
Even Rats comes on. You have a breather. You know.
Yeah, the
Or
the
Cowboys
break in
from Hell.
Frankenstein, I suppose.
One of the things I like about, like, the fact that Body got this too is that, like, you know, like, Body doesn't have, like, the absolute top of the line, like, rolling equipment and stuff, like, and he still got this, so it just goes to show to, like,
What's his
like
kit?
for me, I'm talking for me is that, like, skill issue, brother. Get better at the game. If Chris Body could do it on, you know, not the most optimal setup that money can buy, then
This
you know.
looks like a pretty solid kit. I mean,
No,
I
it
think
is.
I think
You guys are
each of
better at
these-
identifying this stuff yet. I have no idea. Like, what size are those pads?
He's got good pads.
They look like 8-inch pads, but like they're the good
Yeah.
8-inch pads.
They're the good 8-inch pads. I like the white, them being white under. I don't know if that means that they're newer. I think that they look newer.
Looks like
than
just
the ones
the
that I
just as
have.
green is white underneath. All the other ones look like. Well, no, the yellow is.
No,
dude,
all
the
of them have
snare's
white
black.
underneath except for
The snare's black.
Except for the
Snare's
snare.
dark. Yeah.
Oh
yeah, I see the
like,
white. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
But yeah, like he has like it looks like one of the more basic kick triggers, for example.
It looks like a KD10. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like it's attached to the kit. It looks like what I have.
Yeah, like mine.
Something
Well,
like that.
We have the same one, right? The KV 100 or something. K120.
I have a
think?
KD10. I have a KD10.
Okay, I have the bigger one.
Yeah, it looks
yeah.
like these. Oh my god, yeah, these look like they're discontinued because these pads are very. Yeah, I'm seeing one in stock for $250. It's got to be old, man.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's not a
yeah,
brand
maybe.
new price.
Yeah, that's definitely like an 8-inch rolling pads at least.
Hey,
But,
Chris,
yeah,
in the comments of this video, let us know what your kit's like.
The
Give us
fact
the
of
specs
the-
of that kit.
The fact of the matter is, too, it's like you saw what Maze Geek was FCing on. Like that was fucking Yamaha kit, bro. That was like one of the more entry friendly level Yamaha kits in like the early 2010s and the mid 2010s.
Goes to show that just
And-
getting any E kit is better than not. You know,
Yeah,
better than
and-
having a stock Rock Band kit for sure.
Yeah, I'll say like, yeah, if the only time that I recommend getting, you know, a kit like that or a Rock Band kit is if you're there in the moment and you're not paying anywhere close to triple digits for it.
Do not pay
Or-
over $100 for a Rock Band kit. I'd say 50
Please
max.
God no.
The only time you go
Max.
into triple digits is like if it comes with 2 guitars and then those are in like nearly perfect condition.
Yeah,
And
sure,
the drum set
whatever.
is nearly in perfect condition and it comes with cymbals. That's the only time you should even think about going into triple digits. And I know people have.
The cymbals,
But-
dude. If you want to buy the cymbal standalone for a Rock Band kit, it is like literally like go buy an Alesis Nitro Mesh right now instead.
Seriously.
You can go buy
What's
an
the point?
Alesis
Yeah,
Nitro
Jason has
Mesh
one.
right now at Guitar Center for $200. I saw this yesterday. Guitar Center
Or you
right
can
now.
look on-
Alesis Nitro Mesh $200. That's
Or
Is it
Facebook
really
Marketplace.
200? That's
it was on
crazy
sale for
good.
200. I think regular price is maybe 400, 350, 400. So it's like half off right now. Guitar Center.
Wow.
Like I have the Surge, the next model up, but like you could use that no problem to get started. I've been doing this the last 2 years on this thing, and it's been more than fine.
Yeah, it
Alesis
works.
does pretty decent customer service from what I've seen. When I first had mine, my snare died in the first few months. They were like, "Hey, sorry that happened. Here's a new one. We're gonna send it to you."
Alesis has been around for a really long time. People don't realize. Like, they've been around since, like, the 90s or 80s or some shit. Like, they've been around for a really long time.
Yeah, so would
know?
recommend if you can get that cheap from Guitar Center, yo, that's a way to get started.
I guarantee
drumming.
you have a Guitar Center within half an hour of where you live. Guarantee.
ship.
Maybe by your mall.
Yeah.
You know, attached to your mall is definitely a place too.
Hey, is
I've
that
got-
online right now?
I've got one like
Is that-
15 minutes away.
I've been looking. I'm trying to find it again. I can't find it again. Maybe that was a
saying-
1-day thing. I'm finding a lot,
Oh,
lot
man.
of used ones for sale now. But no, it was a brand new kit.
I was on Reverb trying to find the Ion drum kit, what it used to be. It was like a Alesis DM like 8 or something.
Yeah, they
trying to
repurposed
remember.
an Alesis kit as the Ion drum rocker.
It was like a
That's
DM.
all it was.
It's DM something, man. DM 8, DM 9. Looks very close to an Ion drum kit,
I
though.
wonder if there's any new Rollins deals near me.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
Even though I
like,
already bought some.
yeah, I think now I think this past weekend was, you know, Walmart doing in-store Black Friday. And so, like, dude, I saw like a fucking 65-inch TV for like $200, $250.
TVs are so fucking cheap
It's like
now, bro.
65 inch. You're telling me
Yeah.
a 65-inch TV is sub 400, sub 300 for that.
You go tell
matter.
that to somebody in 2006, and they're gonna like shoot themselves because it just paid $4,000.
And be like, man,
for
I
this
gotta
40-inch
wait 20
huge-ass
years.
box TV.
Oh yeah, no, that displays
Those
a
early
480i.
ass. What do they call those? Like the early HD TVs are massive still. I don't even think they had HDMI.
Oh,
I think
they're
it's the only
HD.
component.
They just have like big screen TVs that output to like 480i
Are they
max.
projector.
Oh
What the
yeah,
fuck were they called?
rear view projection.
Rear view projection.
Yes.
Rear view projection TVs are like one of the eight wonders of the world.
Yeah,
Probably.
these fucking things. I'm showing them, not you guys. Fuck you. Go Google it yourself. But yeah, these massive
looking on eBay.
monsters.
Wow.
These monsters. My aunt and uncle had one of these things. I thought it was so cool to play Guitar Hero on it.
Someone's selling a 73-inch 1080p HD rear projection television for $125.
It's crazy. They should pay you that much to go get it for you, because this weighs 500 pounds.
They
Dude.
weigh a lot of.
Dude,
Yeah,
this thing right
They
here,
weigh
man.
a lot.
Yeah, it's $125.
I almost said they weigh a lot of money.
Anyone in
They do weigh a
Colorado
lot of money, too.
Springs. Anyone in
Yeah.
Colorado Springs, Colorado. You hit this guy up on eBay.
This one's not even that bad. The
Yeah,
earlier
that's
ones
like
were
not even close to the
super
worst
thick.
I've seen.
This
Yeah.
looks like one from like the early 2000s that probably cost like I don't know, probably like $1,200 or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
man.
here we go. Sorry, going back to drum talk right here. Yeah, this Nitro Max 8-piece, it's got 3 cymbals, it's got a fucking pedal.
Yeah,
it's a
this is
great
the one
deal.
right here. This is
Yeah,
the cheapest one. I
$339.
just looked it up on Guitar Center. And hey, this is a red one. It kind of actually looks a little more like a game controller. I like
Mhm.
that. Like,
Oh yeah, this
Yeah,
one.
yeah. The Nitro Mesh also had they had like a special anniversary edition that was red and black too. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's pretty cool. It reminds me of the our friend Chad. He used to
Mhm.
have
Yes.
he used to have the
Rock Band Pro
Alesis-
drummer.
Rock Band Pro
Yes.
drummer. Yeah, he had the red
Mhm.
and black kit, and like I remember watching those videos. I'm like, damn. That's
And now he has the
that's a sick
Rollins, and
kit.
he loves.
And
those
now
things.
he
got
has
like, he
the
got like the
best-
same kit as Brady.
He's
pretty
got like
much.
the best Rollins that money.
Yeah, you
could
get
buy.
10%
does.
back in rewards too if you buy on Guitar Center right now. So really, this would be essentially a $400 kit.
Yeah.
or rather
This-
$300 kit.
I could go pick this up right now at my local Guitar Center. It's in stock, and
This
I just
definitely
checked.
I'd have to check store availability for me.
like this definitely looks more like a starter kit. Like looking at the bass
Yes.
pedal, like you wouldn't be able to really do a double bass kick on that. That's a very small pad. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I would
otherwise-
love
make
to
it
get
work.
one of. I would love to get one of these. just for my kid in the future.
Yeah, that seems like a great starting kit for a decent price.
And
I've
she'll
seen
be
a
like,
lot
"Oh,
of
my
people.
my
start with
drums look
these.
cooler than yours." It's like, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
they
Congrats, man.
absolutely do.
I
Oh,
just
someone's
looked on
selling it.
Facebook Marketplace and like, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
I was
glad
about
that
to say I'm looking
well,
too.
I'm glad that I bought my Rollins when I did because, dude, they're gone. Like, there's no more. That deal that I got will never happen again. I'm telling
Well,
you.
I feel
now.
like once we started
that one
telling
slipped
people
through
to
my
start
crack.
looking,
they started looking.
they started
Yeah.
looking. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
chalk it up to good job, guys. You did it.
Yeah, somebody
You
came
did
into my stream the other day and they were like, "I know you mod guitars, but you mod drum sets." I was like, "No, just go buy an kit."
I need
Yeah.
that.
Don't ask
mod
me
a drum
that.
set.
Yeah, like
That's
why would
insane.
I do that?
Anyone
Like,
in
sorry,
anyone
but-
in Fairview, New Jersey, is selling an Alesis Nitro mesh for $100 without the rack.
Oh, without the rack,
just a
that's
bunch
a
of
problem.
pads. Yeah, you kind of need that.
But
I need it.
You probably get
everything
by a
else is
separate
there.
rack.
I
Oh
want
wait,
to
is the
get.
rack here? Never mind.
I
The
wanna-
rack is here. Anyone in
let's
Fairview,
go.
New Jersey. This is posted 3 hours ago as of us recording on Monday,
buy
that rack.
the 18th. It's probably gonna be gone, but who knows?
Oh, definitely.
$100.
Yeah,
no, the rack. No, the rack is there. It's
No,
there.
that's good. I
Get the
want
rack.
a new rack for my
The
like,
rack.
because this guy that I bought it from like upgraded the pads and stuff over time, and like it kind of like this thing like it can't handle the weight. You know,
Yeah.
I need a better rack. for
Meanwhile,
sure. I need
some
racks on
bastard
racks.
bitch in Massachusetts, this listing has been up for a year. Jesus, I wonder why. Is selling a Rock Band 1 Bandita box for $300. No wonder it's been up for a year. You're a
Okay,
dumbass.
There's
Bro's
there's
never
literally
gonna
no
sell
point.
that.
Literally
You're
no
fucking
point.
stupid. No one's gonna pick
That
that up
is
for $300.
Only there for collector's items. That's not something
Yeah.
that you'd buy to play.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. No.
Yeah, no, thank you. Just
Whoa.
I'll play. I'll respectfully decline.
Oh shit! Somebody has an Ion drum rocker for sale on Facebook Marketplace, like 30 minutes from me.
How much is it?
This just turned into us doing fucking
$250.
Facebook Marketplace shopping, and we're recording it. This is not useful for a podcast.
Shut
We're
up!
here to talk about things that happen, and we're just shopping.
Things are
Yeah,
happening
I'm
right
not gonna
now.
buy it. I'm just finding cool things and talking about it. This is what a podcast is about. It's about us sharing our experiences. We're talking. We don't talk about it seriously. Okay.
What the fuck
Hey, you
happened
know-
this week? What the fuck is happening at festival? What the fuck
Well,
is
my mic,
what?
my mic just fell off the stand, so that's nice.
Time to hold your mic. Can I be vulnerable with you guys for a second?
We're
Let's
trying
be
to screw
vulnerable.
back
Can
on.
we get so real? We need to get real. Let's get
Can I
real.
be vulnerable?
Let's go.
Go for it.
I didn't do anything this last week in terms of like publicly facing things, streaming. I haven't streamed in a long time. I haven't
Bro.
felt the urge to. I have not felt
Yeah,
the motivation
there.
to do anything.
Bro, I feel
I'm
that.
there with you.
And I think I've discovered why that is. I'm sorry for abandoning you, all my audience people. I'm sorry. But I think I figured out exactly why I have been feeling so, like, no motivation to stream. It's because I finally got partnered. That sounds weird. It sounds weird to say, but that was like the one big goal that I was working towards. You know, I had to stream consistently. I had to have high viewership and all that. And now that that goal is complete, it's like I can focus on other things now. It's like when you finally like unlock the final camo in Call of Duty, it's like I can play the game, or you just level up your character in Skyrim to the max. Like, oh, I can finally play the game now, or like whatever that South Park is thing with World of Warcraft. After you're done grinding, I can finally play the game. I can finally play the game now. And in terms of everything else, like being partner on Twitch was like my big goal. That was the one thing I was working towards, and a lot of other stuff in my life kind of went to the wayside. I had this massive growing list of small things that could be done in 5 minutes that I was just putting off because like, there's better things to do. I can do that shit now. I feel like somehow mentally my brain has freed up space to do the small things I've been putting off for months, years even. I've had a Wii sitting in my living room that I bought with that first ever big ass like auction of a video game like liquidation sale or whatever. I plugged that shit in for the first time. I've had it for over a year. I don't know why I decided to do it now. It's just because it felt like I'm free now. I feel like I can just do that shit. This is for the first time ever. I am now caught up with my orders on RGH Xbox 360s. I have almost always been in the hole. It's like, yeah, it'll take me like 3 weeks to a month to get this to you, and it ends up being a lot more than that. I'm caught up now, and I feel like I feel like I'm finally getting caught up with everything else in my life, and it feels good. I'll be back to streaming soon, next week, or this week when you're watching this. But I don't know. It was good to have like a mental break, a mental reset, sort of, just to get all my other shit. Because I feel like I was so behind with everything, and now I'm caught up. You know, I'm feeling more caught up with things because I rarely had like free time because I'm like, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be doing that instead. I can't be playing video games right now. I have this to do, but now I'm getting that shit done. finally. And now I feel like I'm gonna be able to mentally like give myself more leeway in terms of like just fucking around doing whatever I want, because I'll have less guilt related along with those things,
It's got to
because
be a good place
I'll
to
have
be
less
in.
things to do.
It has to be a good place to be
I'm already feeling better. The
Sounds
mental
nice.
is doing better than it was last week.
Yeah,
So that's all I can
must
say.
be nice. But you know,
Yeah, for
I
real.
guess I'm kind of in a similar realm, but for reasons unknown, I just woke up really nicely today, and I think I feel productive. Like there's no two ways about it. It's just like
You got to take
did
those
I-
opportunities when they come, bro.
I was just like, oh, you know what? The weekend's over. I partied. I had a good time. I didn't party, but I had a good time. We had Thanksgiving last night. I think that's probably what it was. We had Thanksgiving with our family here early.
That charges the batteries, the mental batteries.
Sure.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I had these Swedish meatballs, and
But
put
you
them
never
over the
sent pictures. What the fuck?
No, because I ate it too fast. No, listen, I got caught. I got caught doing something that I didn't want to do, but I had to do it anyway, and it sent me back 45 minutes, and I had to leave right when the food came out. You know how bad that feels? You know how bad that feels? But at least I came back, and there was
That's rough.
like there was still a lot of food. It's not like I got left out of it, but I got left out of the whole experience of all the food
Yeah.
is hot and ready to go, and I had to go out and do something that I didn't want to do, but I had to be done. But and yeah, no, is whatever. So that's why you didn't see any pictures.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
try to
funny
forgive you.
because like I'm
All
like
right.
less motivated than ever right now, to be honest with you. Like the work that I'm doing right now to like get like all these like printed strum bars ready to be sold and stuff, like it's a lot of work, because part of the issue is that when I put a strum bar in my own guitars, like if it's like too, because the part that hangs over the switches prints midair on supports, and so sometimes it's too close to the switches and you'll get overstrumming. So like I can fix that, but then finding out how to convey that to the end user, like, oh hey, you might have to file this down a little bit, and then I'm like, but what if they file it too much and now it's too far away and they fucked it up, like
Yeah.
and yeah, so it's a lot of like adjusting the tolerances and stuff on the models, and like getting pictures taken. I got the boxes. I'm using like the same exact boxes that Noise uses. Those like
Oh, yeah,
little
yeah.
rectangles.
Little
Yeah,
box,
because
yeah.
they're really strong, and he just gave me the size and everything. So I ordered like 100 of them. But yeah, just like being burnt out on making guitars, man. It's like, I went through similar feelings like last year. But yeah, these things are exhausting, guys. Like having having all of these bins like that takes up like half the space of the basement and stuff, and like some of them come with like so damaged that I can't do anything with them. Like the faceplates are all fucked up. Like like I can't make new World Tour faceplates, and so like I have to take the L on a lot of those. And then like the 5-tar faceplates come bad too. So it's like yeah, I'm burnt out, but I'm trying to push through towards the end of the year. I'm really trying. And
I think part of the mental burden of all this also is just seeing it all the time. Like you can't escape
Yeah.
it. It's just
No,
this
it's
is where
just-
you are. This is your computer. All your shit surrounds
Yeah.
you all the time. You have this entire bin of guitars. I should be doing that. I should be working on that instead of doing whatever the fuck I'm doing now. Same with me. My living room out there, I have a stack of like 25 Xbox 360s out there. It's like, man, I should be doing stuff with that. Yeah, it's like and then whenever that pile starts going down when I get working, it's like, oh, this feels good. Like my mental load is going like this as well. It's like this feels better.
You know how many like backlogs of like videos that I have not uploaded?
That's the next fucking thing that I need to do too, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fucking.
What is
my
uploading a
God.
video?
I gotta start uploading the TikTok again. Like just
Me
like
too.
like small shit, like just me playing a song, because like, dude, I swear to God.
You know what?
like,
I actually broke that fucking curse. I have something scheduled to go up in like.
let's
Oh,
go.
schedule-
Schedule
minutes.
TikToks. Let's go. It's so
Hopefully
cool.
that does well. I don't like.
Shout out
I
Chad
don't like
Just Drums for
thinking
letting me
about-
know that scheduled uploads.
Yeah,
on
dude,
TikTok
I
are
gotta
Shout out
I
to
gotta
Chad.
do that.
Hopefully
I gotta
it
schedule
works out.
shit for. I gotta take an entire day where I schedule shit for an entire week. That's what I need to do.
I would love to do that
It's-
too.
Yeah.
I
so
think that's
interesting
gonna
hearing
be
all
mine.
of
That's
your
the way to do it.
every single one of you have different points that you brought up that sound very similar to my mental state right now too. And straight up, like my motivation is honestly still really high, but the state of things around us right now has me in a place where it feels like I don't have something that I can contribute in a meaningful way. I'm so tired of us just playing songs and uploading them
Yeah.
I'm so
yeah,
tired
you know what?
of
I get that.
like
Yeah.
hear me out on this. Hear me out. When it comes to just festival in general right now, what reason do we have to hop on and play aside from just the new songs week? Like
Nothing.
like what's the motivating factor? You said for partner for you, right? You felt some of your motivation after the goal was gone. Okay, cool. So what are we working towards?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
full game FC, I suppose, maybe, but that gets boring after every
Even
season,
then,
too.
yeah.
You're playing the same song
Every
over and over and
season
over
you
again.
start again.
Cool.
You
So
have
you
to
just
do everything again.
you looking
Like-
forward to season 7's A B C D E F U F C run?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
that's-
not even
that's FC.
close. No, not. Yeah, I know what you mean.
You see what I'm saying though? Like
Exactly.
I feel so motivated to help with this, and I am really downtrodden because I feel like I could help with the competitive scene. I feel like I could do something. And every time that I've tried to do something, it hasn't had the effect I wanted. So it feels like, well, why am I still putting in this effort when every time I've seen it, it hasn't really come back to help? And that's
Never
frustrating.
back down, baby.
That I know that sounds great
Yeah,
and all.
you never back
but
down.
Hear me
You
out
can't.
also. Hear me out. Yeah, like when you say what if it's all around you? Well, hey, I still have a mortgage to pay. I still have to keep going. I don't have the luxury of like, hey, you have to content creation is supposed to be my job, right? And what am I supposed to do when I feel like I can't contribute to the conversation because the game isn't progressing at the speed I thought it would?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, sure, I could put up more videos of playing or analyzing, but if the interest from the community itself isn't there, then what the fuck are we supposed to do with content creation as a whole? Right? Like,
That's the
Tough
way that I
space to
think
be
about
in,
it a
really.
lot. Just because it's like, I get it. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. No updates. None of that stuff. What I think is a healthy thing to do is showcase all of our strengths. Showcasing the strengths, whether it be in like some like little tiny clip or whatever. Our strengths, whether it be in the game, whether it be in our personalities or something like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's just you gotta put something out there. Just put something. Just put
You
something.
do,
It's
but
not
that,
like
like-
don't slop it. You know, like don't slop it. Actually, like have a reason for people to look at you and be like, oh man, you know, this made me smile. Whatever. That's cool.
True. Yeah.
That's
No,
like
that's
the
big.
contributions. That's the way that I look at it because if I'm gonna get stuck in worrying about like how the game and not even just like festival. It's just like the games in general, how people are reacting to it, interacting around it, and you know, if I was worried about that all the time, I'd go into a fucking mental hospital.
wait,
I-
wait, that's
Yeah. See, you know what? And like, you know what? And like, I get it too. And so I understand the dangers of just like being too lost in the sauce. Being way too lost in the sauce.
That's almost like
I remember it's supposed to be fun. Yeah, go ahead, JP. I just remember
I was
it's
gonna
supposed to
say
be
like
fun.
that's kind of how I feel at this point because it's like, you know, like my toxic trait is that like I'm way too hard on myself, you know. So like I'll go to like stream me playing drums like it happened to me last night. Like I was like bugging out. Like I'm not, you know, like I should be playing better. I'm not playing up the snuff. And like I think that the worst thing I tell myself is that nobody cares, right? Is that like what am I doing? Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. And it's
Yeah.
like me still trying to find out like how can I, because like I don't dislike streaming at all. It's just like it's hard when like I have a lot of lurkers and like I don't call them out. You know, like I appreciate that people stop by, but it's like I feel like for years now I've been stuck at this brick wall of like, you know, like 24 concurrents, which is not a small number. It's not. That's the thing. But it's like how do I break out of that and how do I get more people to, because for me it's not like, you know, like I'm not like going into streaming as like, oh, I want to make money. It's like I want to build a community and I want to have like fun with people, you know, and just like talk about music. Like I set up Ouvert bot so I can like start, you know, I started playing Clone Hero for drums so I
sorry,
can like
I don't mean to interrupt. When the fuck is that Ouvert bot phone app supposed to come out? Because that's a game changer. I
there's
need
a
that
phone
to
app?
come out. He
I didn't know
announced
that.
it. The dude behind Ouvert like announced
I
it.
thought it was
I
on the
don't know.
App Store. I thought it was
Is
already
it,
out.
it might be on Android, but I don't see it on iPhone. So
I think it's
yeah.
already on Android. I don't
if
think
it's on
iOS.
Android, then I'll fucking get a burner Android phone. I feel like doing
I
like
swore I saw
doing
it.
request streams is cancer for me, and I mean that just in a very inconvenient. This sucks.
it's not on
type way.
Android. It's not on
It's
the
not
Play
an
Store.
Android.
It's not
Why
on the
did-
Play Store.
I just hate tabbing out. and
Might
be
having
able to
that
sideload
Ouvert bot. Like,
I
that shit
get it.
sucks.
That shit pissed me off. Like I was doing it yesterday, and I was like, "Wow, this sucks a lot." You know?
Yeah, he announced that there's supposed to be a mobile app. Oh yeah, no, 2 weeks ago, Ouvert mobile app is ready on Google Play. The fuck, 2
Yeah, I
weeks ago.
swear to God, I saw it. Yeah.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Hold on,
It
let me
is
post
not
it.
on the Play Store.
Here, let me
Play Store, yeah.
here go on Discord on your phones. You should.
Yeah,
be
that's
able
what I'm
to
gonna
see
do.
it. Oh yeah, it's definitely there. Okay, I'll go get my old Android phone.
Yeah,
go
I
do
just
that.
couldn't
That
find the
looks-
link. I was
that
trying to
looks
look
pretty
for
awesome.
it.
I was looking on my.
Oh
Android
yeah, it's because
phone.
he didn't call it Overt bot. It's just Overt.
Ouvert.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
All right,
see,
I'm
that's
installing
cool.
that
There
shit
you go.
right now.
There you go, you guys.
Content.
There you go. Content.
I'll be your dancing monkey. You tell me what to play, I'll play it.
And see,
Yeah,
that's
I'm gonna-
also something that I'm not actually a big fan of. Because, hey, hear me out on this, right? You're talking about, hey, I've had this steady community. What happens when you start seeing your community disappearing because they're no longer interested in the things you're doing?
Yeah. And
'Cause
I know
I've been
that's,
having that.
I know you've
I've been having-
experienced that. Yeah.
I've been dealing with that for a long time, ever since the meme charts, right? Because
Yeah.
hey, ever since Jason, when are you making more meme charts? Spoiler, I never fucking did. I wouldn't have
One
had those
day-
reactions.
I think one day I was just like, fuck it. I need a cheap laugh because I'm sad. One day I was just like, I need a cheap laugh, and I got that cheap laugh. And then whenever somebody has something for me that's like that, I'm like, sure, I bid no obligation to it, but I'll probably look for a cheap
It's
laugh.
crazy
here-
because
here and
I
now.
still see people like around saying how much they love your content, Jason. So it's like people didn't forget about you. I think that it's like you said, like, they kind of just moved on.
Yeah, well, yeah, and understandable because, like, again, I haven't posted anything on YouTube in a long ass time because, again, I felt like my voice isn't really listened to.
YouTube is
Like-
a weird beast too, man. It's hard. Like
Yeah,
it feels like when your channel starts to just like start dwindling viewership and like every video only gets a
Oh my
couple
God,
thousand instead of the tens of thousands you used to get. It's hard to break out of that. It almost feels like you get put into this YouTube black hole where the algorithm
Yes.
does not allow you to succeed in some way.
which is why I started focusing on TikTok because I could actually reach people again instead
the
of being
thing is-
suppressed by the algorithm.
The crazy thing about, just like watching the audience like kind of disappear over time.
Yeah.
Once I started looking at every single thing that you can post on, once I started seeing it like TikTok, there's going to be post times, there's an algorithm to fight with, or if you're that confident in your shit that it's going to reach people, your voice is going to be heard that way, then be that change and just start going. Because then if
Yeah.
it starts out bad, it's going to pop up in somebody else's recommended a month later or
Yeah.
something like that. It's going to start off weak, and then more people are going to see it as time goes on. And that's even affecting videos that I was posting at the time where I thought that I still had this audience that were going to all swarm to a video. But then it got the views, it got the eyes that I wanted it to. 6 months later, 5 months later, 4 months later. Was it
Yeah.
monetized? None of my videos are monetized on YouTube, but it got
No.
the eyes.
I mean,
I got the eyes that I wanted.
That's another huge part of the problem, right? It's not like we're basically when we are creating content, any of us. This isn't just a me problem. This is anybody in the rhythm gaming space. We're basically taking a penny and throwing it into a wishing well and hoping that, something comes of it. Because, hey, we're not getting paid back on this no matter what. We're not making ads. If we're using music in it, it's Dunzo. Metallic is making the money or Katy Perry or whoever the fuck. That's just not part of the equation. So we're hoping that we're generating enough interest in what we're doing elsewhere over time that people will come through and hopefully support us monetarily because otherwise we're not going to get it from the content directly.
No.
Yeah, especially with YouTube, everything you upload is copyrighted, so you
That's-
get basically no
dude,
money
that's
for
literally
it.
like
So it's literally
always-
just to get eyes on something that is
It's
monetizable.
always
That's, like, the only
been
point.
my philosophy. It's just eyes are
How
what
could it be
matter.
anything else? Yeah, it
Eyes
has
are
to
what
be.
matter, and that's why I think it's so dumb when people are just like, "Yeah, Fortnite Festival, fucking stupid. Like, no one's gonna play that shit. Go play Clone Hero."
Yeah, same
Nobody
same principle
asked.
applies here. It's like, yeah, eyes on rhythm gaming space, 5
It's
fret
like
rhythm
eyes
gaming.
on rhythm gaming space. Not everyone's gonna
Yeah, and we've gotten a lot more eyes, but at the same time, like, rhythm gamers have always kind of had the world against them in terms of content creation because it's music.
Yes.
Like, that's just the sad reality. And, like, people got really interested in Clone Hero when it was new because of, like, the meme charts and, like, all of this crazy, like, tapping tech shit that people were doing. And now Fortnite Festival is out, and it's great, but it's, like, we still haven't really captured that, what we used to have. Like, we're on the way, but more needs to be done. We need more. Like,
Yeah.
Like it's like at this point, like talking about the guitar stuff, I'm just like, man, can somebody just release a good new one and put me out of my misery at this point, please?
Put me down humanely.
So I can go do something else at this point, right? Like that's almost where my head's at because I'm like,
understand.
man, I'm like, man, like it's a hard job. Like this shit's not easy, guys. It's not.
Oh, look at all these out of touch content creators complaining about how hard their jobs are. I have to go to work in the coal mines for 14 hours every day, including the weekends, twice.
It's not about.
bars.
It's
No.
not about that. Please, I hope nobody takes
Not
it
about that
way.
shit.
No. Listen,
Hey,
it's-
this is
it's definitely not
This is
that.
JP's piece, not mine.
You cut off for us.
J-
The video heard it though.
Yes.
I'm sure it was funny.
No,
No,
bro. No, I
hilarious.
mean, like, hey, listen. No. I mean, like, JP has a completely different outlook because he does controller refurbing and just makes all of this stuff himself.
Yeah, like
I'm
I've
not
tried. I
I'm
tried
not gonna
content creation. I can't catch on like you guys. It just doesn't really happen for me. Maybe it will one day. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm not gonna give up. Like I want partner. That's still a goal of mine. If it takes like 10 years, I don't care. Maybe one day. Like there's no use crying over spilt milk. Like I want it now. That doesn't mean it's gonna happen right away. Like instant gratification is one hell of a drug, baby.
It all.
It is. Instant
It
gratification
really is. It
That's
really,
fucked up all
really
of our
is.
brains. It really has. Like
Yes.
even if
One
you don't-
thing
if
I
you sit down and think
realized
about it, it has.
thinking it, stark pivot. But I did want to talk about one more thing because I know we wanted to cut this one off a bit earlier. I wanted to shout out Jprez on breaking
Yes.
the meme, on finally
Yes.
finally achieving
502.
the meme.
2
Oh,
weeks ago,
502.
the title of the lore hero from 2 weeks ago was the greatest guitar score ever. It's already out of date because
It's
a new
already out of
best
date.
score has happened.
It's done.
And it was Jprez with the 502002 on Jordan. We did a full breakdown.
Amazing.
We won't have to go through the entire thing again. If you want to go look at a breakdown about why the score is so crazy, go watch the episode from 2 weeks ago with Evil Apple's run. It was a 501990. So Jprez got 12 more points. That's it. Doesn't seem like a lot,
Unbelievable.
but those 12 points were enough to break the 502K barrier. It's a new thousandth digit. So from 501K to 502K, and this score has been a meme for many years. It was like, oh, imagine getting 502,000 on Jordan. It's almost the same as like, can you get 1,000,000 points with Through Fire and Flames?
Except,
Yeah.
you could actually do this one.
Except for this one's actually possible.
Yeah.
The Through Fire and
And the
Flames is
worst
not even
part-
possible. It's like 7 or 8,000 points away.
See, the worst
You can
part
do
is
it
that
on
Prez said that
Clone
more
Hero.
points is actually possible.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
Jprez
is
said-
the highest score.
no. He said there's like maybe 8. Was it 8 more points that he can?
8 or 12, something like that.
From the ticks
I
that
was
he's
like-
hit before, I think maybe 4 more points. But I think he's
That's
maybe
crazy.
maybe he could get an X10 with the amount of ticks he's gotten in the past before. I forget exactly.
Just the fact it's
Yeah.
humanly possible.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
a task, like it was a real human. Somebody could, really the best way to figure out it is to make a task run of the song at that point to figure it
Yeah,
out.
I mean, like
Frame
there is a
perfect.
task. There is a task,
There it
but
is.
he dropped
Okay.
ticks. He
Yeah,
dropped
so
ticks.
a new one has to be done where they don't drop the ticks.
There.
Yeah.
I have Fake Hero Forever up on the screen now
My
for you
goat.
guys. This is
Yes.
one of our favorite channels because it's
Yes.
it's intellectually
It's so
interesting.
Ridiculous.
What this guy does is that he plays Guitar Hero 2 at 25% speed, right?
Or slower,
I'm
depending on the
emulator,
song.
or slower, and he speeds it up to make it full speed. And what he does is he programs a bot to play it in the most optimal way. So like this score here is 502.10, 8 points more than what Jprez got, and this is the best possible run that this guy could figure out how to achieve using a bot, using absolutely 100% perfect execution on everything. 8 points more than
Fuck.
Jprez. That's it.
Open window VGH 100%
That's
FC.
it.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so
But
like
it's just a hearty fuck.
there is
that.
one major difference between this and Jprez's run though, and that is I believe the third activation, the Solo C activation. So what Fake Hero decides to do here, what he thought would be the best, most optimal way to activate star power is to get the most massive squeeze possible on that Solo C activation, so you can activate latest you can possible on that blue of solo C, and then he gets ticks at the end. Jprez didn't do that. Jprez goes for reverse ticks instead of getting normal ticks on this blue that ends here, because I'm showing the guys right now, not you guys, are showing the viewers.
Yeah.
The note gets hit on this frame, and it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames before he even gets any points from ticks. So, but if he would have shifted those 6 frames to the beginning, to the reverse ticks before it, he would have got more points from this. So I would think that optimal here would probably be closer to like 502.042, 50 maybe. I don't know. 40 more points from ticks here. 6.
So how long is it going to take before those extra 48 points get fucking...
I don't know. Does anybody
Never.
want to touch
That'll
this
never
thing
happen.
anymore?
Here, and I'm going to show Jprez what he did. So the ticks he had going into solo C were... Let me get to it. Because he went for reverses here. It's going to be hard to see because the video is smaller, but he's actually activating during this sustain. So he has 810 on the score, and he activates, goes to 818. So he got 24 points in reverse ticks from that right there. He gets no ticks on the end. But so he actually has a higher score going into solo C than the bot had by by 24 points.
Wow.
Fucked up. Fucked up.
Legend.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, seriously a legendary score, and it'll be very, 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 very tough to ever beat. Tie, maybe. Beating it will be very tough. Because again, this is damn near frame perfect everything.
It is. It's very
So
impressive.
2 weeks from now, when this episode is out,
Yeah, it's gonna be the best scoring guitar history, episode 3.
I'm going to dedicate my life for the next 2 weeks to beat this score. Even then, I'm not capable of doing this. I am not at this level of squeezing on Guitar Hero
Prez
2.
just did GHA's, what, it taken 3 hours to full game FC it?
Under
3
2 hours and 2 hours and 45 2 hours and 49 minutes.
Unbelievable.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Listen, 28 out of 30 of those songs can be pretty much free. Ballroom Blitz will definitely fuck you.
He got
I
Ballroom
wanna
Blitz in like 4 tries,
No,
bro.
dude,
That's
he's a
insane.
pro at Ballroom Blitz. He's
That's
like
insane.
he's like the best
He's-
at Ballroom
yeah,
Blitz.
he's different.
Yeah. He's the
Okay, so
best
that's
at
probably
Ballroom Blitz.
definitely world record on full game FC speedrun for GH80s.
Like that dude.
Yeah.
Like Prez is just, he's the type of player that is genuinely built different. Like I remember, Alec, you were talking about how like he explained how to hit on and on to you, and your mind, like your third eye was open. You were like, wow, I
Yeah.
never thought about methods like this before.
I was just like,
Like-
that makes a lot of sense, and I hate it. I hate
Yeah.
how this makes sense.
Because he really breaks it up completely into like
Yeah.
individual.
But like, no,
patterns and
he was telling me like these, just like the methods that he was using. I was like, dude, this is so like 2012. Like this is like boomer methods.
Yeah.
And so I had to tap into the whole boomer, the boomer mindset, like where
Reject modernity, embrace
you're
tradition.
you're doing zigzags, but you don't do this. You do this instead.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's
That
go.
for-
Yes.
You
Love
actually, basically for the audio listeners, it's like your right hand is only taking care of one fret at a time, not
Instead of
multiple. Not multiple. And Jprez was telling me this stuff in real time, and I was like, oh my god, that is fucking crazy. So
If it
Yeah,
works,
I
it
don't
works,
know.
man.
it fucking works. Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys next week when there's a new greatest Guitar Hero score ever made.
Yes.
Maybe.
What? It just happened.
Bye-bye.
It just happened right now.
Where?